the details that you have, and we'll be happy to follow up. That email address is morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And we thank you for doing so as well. It's Tuesday. It is the eve of Election Day. Today is the 10th. Tomorrow is the 11th. And so we want to encourage you to get up bright and early tomorrow morning and get out to do what you have to do, which is to vote. And those of you who are eligible to vote, and as much as possible, use the hour which is designated to you to exercise your franchise, to vote. And so tomorrow is Barbados Decides the General Election 2026, and so CBC will be, as the young people say, all over it. That's right, from the crack of dawn, our reporters are fanned all across the island. They'll be watching the polling, and they'll be reporting on the polling as well. All of the details you will hear right here on TV8. You will also see right here on TV8. And you can follow it all on our radio stations, 94.7 FM, 98.1 The One, Q100.7 FM, and all of the social media platforms of the CBC. We will be bringing you comprehensive coverage of Barbados Decides 2026, the general election. So do not miss any of the moments of being a part of the process of enfranchisement, which you've been granted indeed. And so I encourage all of you to get out and vote. Today is also the last day of campaigning. Oh, you better believe it, the last day of campaigning. At midnight tonight, all of the political activity in the campaigning will cease so that Barbados can settle and get ready for general elections at the crack of dawn at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So there are, I'm sure, going to be major campaign activities all over the island tonight. And so if you want to make up your mind finally, perhaps you would want to attend the party of choice so you can get to hear the final message for the final time, and maybe that gives you the reason why you ought to get up tomorrow morning to vote. So a lot happening today. But the CBC will be bringing you bright and early tomorrow afternoon into the evening the coverage of those election results. So look out for Barbados Decides the General Election 2026 right here on CBC TV8. Don't miss it. So I asked the question today. The question today is, what makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian? What makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian? Is it the fact that we have a rich democratic history? Is that one that you want, the legacy that we want to maintain? Is it your freedom of choice to vote? And yes, it's your freedom of choice. Nobody's going to hold your hand and tell you what to do. You are the only one who decides what you do tomorrow with your ex. But is it the freedom of choice that gets you going every time there's a general election? Is it the honoring of those who have done so before us? Is it the way of honoring the work, the struggle, so that we can all have the opportunity to vote without having to have a saint? Is it having a voice in the change, if there's change, or just return? Is it that most makes you most proud of voting as a Barbadian? Or is it you just want to set an example for the young people? If that's your purpose, fine. 228-5562 or 228-5563 are the numbers to call. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your voice. Or you can also post your comments in our comment sections on Facebook and YouTube as well. So call me now and let me know what makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian. We're not doing party or personalities in our conversation. Want me to say that again? We're not doing party or personality in our conversations. So please don't call if it's about that. That is not what this is about at all. And so I encourage you to give us a call and let me know what makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian. Is it any of those, or is it something else? You call me and you let me know. Coming up today, the non-governmental organization I Am a Girl, as you know, they are continuing to lead our girls in the right way. And so just ahead of International Women's Day, they have a very special workshop as they continue to do. And we want to hear about that and the difference that I Am a Girl, the non-governmental organization, is making in the lives of our young women in Barbados. Also today, there's a production just ahead of Valentine's Day. Oh, Valentine's Day is this Saturday here. Fellas, Valentine's Day is this Saturday here. Girls, Valentine's Day is this Saturday as well, because don't think that it's just the men who are purchasing gifts. You can too. And so there's a big production that will be screened in one of our theaters here. And so we want you to know a little bit more about it. It's telling some really lovely Barbadian stories. Can't wait to hear from them a little bit more about that. Also today, the words that make a difference globally. One of our spoken word artists had an opportunity to travel far, I mean real far, and to impact hearts and minds for just a moment. And so he'll join us this morning to talk a little bit more about that experience and what it really, really meant as a Barbadian to raise his voice in a foreign land to be able to express a thought. We'll take this call. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Pearson.
Hey, sweet Rons. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Today's the day before tomorrow. Are you ready to vote?
Oh, yes.
Do you know what you need to take into the polling station?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I have to make sure I have my ID. That's the most important thing.
Your ID card. Your ID card and your own physiog. So you take yourself and you go. You remember that word?
Yes.
I'm telling you, the old people drop some words that are lingo. And so we've moved away from all of those lovely things, the physiog. All right. So what makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian?
To having a voice.
Just having a voice, having an opportunity.
I believe when I exercise my right.
Mm-hmm.
I can keep nice when I see things ain't going right or if things going good. I have a voice. And I vote, not for me, it's for my children and especially now at this time, my grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that? So I said, I will exercise my right. I did it from the time I was 18 and I will do it as long as I have breath.
Have you voted in every general election?
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I remember well my first, Lord, when it came around, I knew that I was of age. I was so excited. So excited. I get somewhat excited every time there's a general election as well, to just be bold enough to walk in there. They call my number loudly and I don't care because I have a right to vote. And so,
I have a right to, I have a voice. My voice
indeed.
has to be heard.
And are you having those kinds of conversations with your grandchildren as well so that they understand the value of the vote?
Yes.
Good.
Right?
Good.
So that when next 3 years when Shandy get 18 or so, they would know this is something you need to do.
You got to do.
You hear, I ain't doing it. No.
Yeah.
I ain't about that.
Correct. Me neither.
Right.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Sue. All the best.
Likewise, Rons. Thank you very much and have a great today indeed. So what else do you have to say to me, folks? What makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian? 228-5562 or 228-5563. You can call, interrupt me, that's what I do, I don't mind. Also today, we'll be connecting with a young lady, a Bajan Afar. She's a Barbadian. She's also, ironically as it is, she's a part of the amalgamation week of the Coleridge and Parry School. We are marking, yes I say we, as an alum of Coleridge and Parry. This week is Amalgamation Week. It started with a church service on Sunday, had another church service yesterday. Sundays was for the old scholars. Yesterday was for the children, and then there's a whole set of activities right the way through the rest of the week as well with a career showcase on Friday. And Roel Ford and I, Roel is my technical director, he and I, we're going down to the school on Friday as well to interact with the children. We're looking forward to that, by the way. And so it's Amalgamation Week. And so all students and old scholars of the Coleridge and Parry School get a whole lot more about how you can be a part of all of the activities this week at It Is Amalgamation Week. So one of our old scholars will join us today as she tries to share why it is that young people really do need to get up and get into the polls. Get up and get actively involved in your political life in the Caribbean and in Barbados in particular, and the value that you can lend to discussions surrounding all of it. The freedom of choice and having my voice heard is Janice Jordan's her reasons for being most proud to vote. Janice, well done. The freedom of voice and having your right to make a change. Indeed, thank you so much, Janice, for your comment. Continue posting your comments on our social media platforms on Facebook and on YouTube, but I'm waiting to hear your call. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Before the morning is done as well, I'll tell you how you can win with Morning Barbados for Valentine's. And while we'll be running past the 14th of February, oh, there's something magnificent at the end of it all that you'll be winning. Spectacular, as a matter of fact. And we'll tell you a whole lot more about that as well and how you can win with Morning Barbados. Pat Ben, good morning. Pat says, what makes me most proud as a Barbadian to vote is all of the above, but numbers 2, 3, and 4, which is freedom of choice, honoring those before us, and having a voice in change are most important in her life. Thank you, Pat. Have yourself a great day as well. Tell you what, you continue thinking on this, and as much as possible, we'll be sharing with you your comments as well. We'll take a break here on Morning Barbados. We're coming back in a moment. Love story. In 90 seconds or less, send us your short video sharing your love story, how it began, how it started, and why it is so important to you. Selected videos will be featured on Morning Barbados and on TV8 on our social media platforms, and the most votes wins. The month of love is here, ladies and gentlemen, and made very special by South Point Hotel, where breathtaking ocean views meet modern elegance and romance comes naturally. So, love is in the air. Send us your video by email to marketing@cbc.bb. You have until February the 25th to do so, and good luck to all. We can't wait to hear your love story.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
20.5 minutes now after 6 o'clock. You know this happens every year. On the 8th of March, we internationally mark International Women's Day. And so there's a non-governmental organization in Barbados that continues to raise and nurture young girls to help them see their value, their true value, and the full potential that they have and the possibilities that lie within their scope. And so the non-governmental organization I Am a Girl is having, just ahead of International Women's Day, a workshop for young girls. But this one is being done a whole lot differently. Can't wait to hear about it, as I'm joined right now by the program coordinator with the I'm a Girl non-governmental organization in Samsha Payne. You know me that name. You know me that name, right, Samsha?
You got it right.
Samsha Payne. If I call you Sam for short, don't be offended,
No
please.
problem.
All right. And she has with her from the Springer Memorial School, Sahara Payne. Good morning, Sahara.
Good morning.
Good to have you as well. I want to start with you. How does it feel for you, Sahara, to be a part of this non-governmental organization known as I'm a Girl?
It feels exciting since this year we're going to do it girl-led.
You see, you've got to give out the secret already. It's going to be done this year a lot differently from before as girl-led. What does that mean?
Basically, girls from different schools coming together to help, I guess, organize the event for the other girls that's coming up.
Samsha, I'll give you a chance in a minute. How did you become a part of the group, though?
I went to the other events before, so I just got sent an email asking if I want to help organize this event.
Because you saw what looked exciting,
yes,
and you
please.
wanted to be a part of it.
Yes,
and have
please.
you regretted at all that decision of yours?
No, please.
Nice. Samsha, this is led by the girls. What does that mean?
It means for us, it's a chance for us to see what they would have learned previously, because all of them would have gone to previous workshops, maybe not the same one, but I believe that the fact that they've even shown interest and that they've committed to coming to the meetings and they're ready to actually go through with this event next month, it says a lot about how much they've grown. It says a lot about their confidence levels, which is what we are more than happy to look forward to. It's going to be amazing.
Which says to me this workshop that you normally put on is packed with a lot of things. Give us a breakdown of what happens in the workshop generally.
Generally, we would have one of our main sessions would be a panel with different women, different careers. However, we are doing that a bit differently this time around. So this time we're looking to do a hot seat where we can essentially put the girls in the driving seat and they can throw all of their questions towards our guests and they can receive the answers they need. And we'll also follow up with another main session called our Mentorship Challenge. And this is just where the girls have the opportunity to write out their goals following the SMART framework. And they'll be given specific mentors to help guide them as well. Upon finishing the challenge, we'll have the highest rated persons from each table present on what they would have done. And from there, we'll choose our scholarship winners.
This is fantastic. This is really exciting indeed. The theme this year is Lead to Leap.
Yes,
Leap
please.
in this instance is an acronym for something special. What is it?
I can actually direct that over to Sahara because
Sahara,
the committee came up with it.
They're the ones who came up with it?
Yeah.
Why did you guys come up with the theme Lead to Leap? L-E-A-P.
Is it leaping, I guess, into leadership? So it first stands for leadership.
E.
With
Empowerment.
empowerment.
A.
Aspirations.
And P.
And P.
Purpose.
Purpose.
See, I know it for you. And so all of that means what to you? Lead to leadership, empowerment, aspirations, and purpose.
Leading girls
to be their best self.
Yes, please.
And to be leaders.
Educating themselves to just speaking out, making sure that their voices are heard.
What are you looking forward to most in the upcoming workshop?
Mostly to, help the girls, but to really come out of my comfort zone, since I'm really quite actually speak out in public more.
And that's part of the development, Samsha, where these girls are given an opportunity to really be confident in who they are, understanding firstly who they are, and be able to work on their strengths and also work on their weaknesses at the same time. But in the hot seat, you're pairing them with some professionals, other women who've walked the walk before. Give me a little sense of the collaborations that you would have had over the year and the support that you would have been given over the years as well.
Well, I think over the years, it's been really great. Because of the difference, this time around, we're more focusing on specific categories. So for now, we have education, media, mental health, and then we're also looking at girls' rights, our laws and policies. And it also ties into the educational reform that would have happened and that is going to be happening in the future. So looking at things differently this year, the collaboration, it further allows our girls to be able to speak up on these decisions that have been made, because usually it's top down, made by leadership, and then everyone else falls in line. So I think collaborating with everyone else this time, it allows us to give the girls that chance to find out why this is happening and have answers to their questions and have the questions they want to answered essentially.
Scotia has also been working with you over the years.
Yes, please.
So talk to me about that relationship.
This is actually our 5th year of working with the Bank of Nova Scotia and the Scotia Bank Barbados team. So for us, we are a bit excited. Due to COVID, our original size of 150 girls was brought down to 50. So now we're going to be doubling and we're going up to 100 girls. So I know they're also excited to do that with us this year around. And they're also excited to be participating in the workshop also.
When is the workshop?
And the workshop is on Friday, the 6th of March.
And you're expecting 100 girls drawn from across the schools only? Or
Yes,
are you coming from other organizations as well?
Right now, registration is done privately through schools, so girls can reach out to their principals or guidance counselors to let them know they're interested in joining. At a later date, we'll open up registration to the public, so then they would just have to reach out to us via Instagram, Facebook, wherever they see it, or they can contact us more directly through our contact form on our website, iamagirl.ngo, or they can also give us a call at 421-GIRL, that is 4475, and just say they're interested. That can also be done now. It would just mean that they're going to be placed on the waiting list until after registration has opened.
Right, I got you. So you target schools first, and depending on the response, you see what spaces are available, and then you open up to the general public.
Yes, please.
And then you spend a whole day in session in this workshop. And so a whole day. Talk to me about those young girls who are watching, who are thinking about joining you to be a part of this one-day workshop.
It's very exciting. You get to meet new people, talk to other people. I also get to win some little prizes as well.
That's a great reason. That's a wonderful incentive indeed. And so this is all happening on Friday, the 6th of March, just ahead of International Women's Day. The opportunities are real, parents, to allow your girl child to be a part of this fantastic opportunity, a workshop. It leads them to leaping into leadership. The E is empowerment, the A is
aspiration,
and the P,
purpose.
There you go. And so we want to help them leap into their future as well, all equipped to do it perfectly, and if not perfectly, enough that they can be successes in their own self indeed. And so Samsha, I thank you and your team for pulling this all together. But Miss Organizer Sahara, well done to you and your team as well. Do you get a chance to talk to your friends at the school, the Spring Memorial School, about this?
Yes, please.
And what is the kind of response you're getting?
Yeah, they want to come, so I'm really excited to see them.
That is wonderful indeed. Thank you and all the best with the workshop, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll take a break here. When we come, we'll meet more of the young ladies who are working on this I Am a Girl Lead to Leap workshop. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solaray microbiome probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
29 to 7, I did promise you we meet more of the girls who are organizing this workshop coming up on the 6th of March this year, and it is an opportunity for young girls of school age to be a part of a grouping, pits them with other women who have led in business and just in many different spheres of life. And so it's an opportunity provided for young girls. So if this is open to your school, encourage all of the girls of the school to register to be a part of it indeed. So joining me right now from the Springer Memorial School is Renika Griffith, and with her is from the St. Michael's School, Shemaya Payne. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Shemaya, I'll start with you because you're part of the organizers of this. Is this your first time?
It's my first time organizing, but it's my second time.
This is your second time as being a part of the workshop.
Yeah.
Tell me about the first time at the workshop. How did that go for you?
At first, I was nervous and scared because I didn't know nobody. And then I was seated with a bunch of strangers. So I was quiet for the first half, but then at lunch, I get to know people and I learn a lot from the mentors. And there was this little session, we were in a group, like a big group with everybody, and 8 ladies with different career paths, and they learned about their backstories and the hardship that they had. And then it was a lot of taking, but it was fun. I got to learn a lot of new stuff, like things that I wouldn't expect to hear about people's life, like what happened traumatically. So it was good.
So it was a little piece of cake, right? Piece of cake. But you know, a part of the organizing of this year's, this year's workshop. Was it an easy decision for you to make?
It was. I said yes the first at
the goal. Yes. So why did you so quickly say yes?
Because I wanted people to like experience what I experienced, and like I didn't want to be prepared by adults because it's for girls and teen girls, and like not that adults can't make a meeting or whatever, but I feel like as a team we get each other and we'll know what other teams might want.
And so the meeting and the planning, how has that been going?
It's been fun actually. It's been really fun meeting and planning with the other girls. Like we both share our thoughts and all the ideas, and sometimes we always want to do a lot. No, we can't. But yeah.
At least you're flowing with ideas, you're bursting with ideas. That's fantastic. Renika, what about you? Is this your first time?
No, please.
This is your second time?
The first time on the committee, because it's the first committee, but I think this is like my third workshop.
Your third workshop? So you're an old hand at this now, but why do you stay with it?
It's fun, and I wanted to be planning it because I wanted to be a part of planning it because it is always go and see, so I wanted to have my own opinion and stuff like that on planning the workshop.
Why do you think it's important for girls your age to be a part of this workshop?
To be a leader, to lead and give, because you just get a lot of experiences. Because being a part of I Am a Girl, then does let you do stuff and stuff like that. So I think it's very important because I started I Am a Girl from going to a workshop and stuff like that.
Did you see in yourself leadership qualities and you thought, let me join this? Or did you discover your leadership qualities while doing this?
I think I discovered my leadership qualities when I started I Am a Girl, because I Am a Girl does push you to do stuff. Right, so Samsha and others saw my potential, so they pushed me to do stuff.
How would you describe your leadership skills?
I would describe my leadership skills. I would say that I'm a good leader. Sometimes I'm good at listening. So yeah, I would say that I'm a good leader sometimes.
Sometimes, not all the time. That's honest, that's fair. We're never perfect. Shemaya, what about you? How would you describe your leadership skills?
I guess good. Like she says sometimes, because sometimes, you know.
You drop the ball a bit.
Yeah.
But the workshop helps to remind you of the goalposts and the road steps that you need to take to be a consistent, good leader.
Sasha and all the volunteers, they make sure you're on the right track all the time. No matter how you stray away, they always make sure.
What are some of the things at the workshop that the young girls can expect to engage with?
The other girls won. The mentors, last year when they first went, I wasn't getting taught to no mentor. I was like, I'm just sit down there and be quiet. And then the lady introduced herself, and then from there was like talking non-stop. So you get to talk to your mentors and the other women that inspire you, because when you hear their story, even though this year is different, you might still get to hear people's story, and when you hear a story, it sometimes ties into what you have going on with you. It might not be 100%, but some part of it ties in, and you want to just keep going and asking questions and doing a lot. So, yeah.
What change have you seen in yourself, Renika?
I would say some of the changes that I see in myself, like today, before I wouldn't have volunteered to do this. So volunteering to do stuff and without being asked and stuff like that. And I do a lot of things now. So I Am a Girl helped me to volunteer to do stuff and be a good leader. Because before I wasn't going to come
and do this,
put myself out there to do anything. If you ask me, I can do it, but I was not volunteering to do it.
I got you. So I get to know. So you're more forward in making those decisions yourself, for yourself, for others as well. So what do you say to your friends at school about being a part of I Am a Girl?
I just encourage them in being a part of I Am a Girl because it does be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to do a lot of things. And you discover yourself with I Am a Girl. So, yeah.
And you found yourself.
Yes.
When the workshop is finished, what happens afterwards?
There's a lot after the first workshop I went to. I joined I Am a Girl. So there's club, there's a lot of different activities that you could do and stuff like that. And there's more workshops because it's got financial literacy and stuff like that. There's been more workshops coming after. So.
All right, so it's maintained. It's not a case of it's a one day, it's all done, you all go home. Hopefully you see you next year kind of thing. It's maintained all the way through. There's a hot seat coming up, I'm told.
Yes.
Tell me about the hot seat. Are you excited about that opportunity?
Yes, I am, because when we try to kind of role play it in the meetings, there are a lot of questions that the rest of the committee members were talking about was big. And I think that's the committee members, but imagine the rest of the girls, what they can be throwing at the guests and how the guests can respond, because I feel like a lot of people, is not saying that they may not want to, but in my opinion, I feel like a lot of people don't want to hear what teens have to say. So imagine at this hot seat now, where they they don't have to, but they have to, because where they're going to go, they're in the meeting, so they have to hear, and they must answer, because it'll look bad if they don't answer, so.
That's a powerful point, very powerful point. That's the voice of Shemaiah Pilgrim of the St. Michael's School, and with her is Renika Griffith of the Springer Memorial School as well. Ladies, well done. You're planners now, you're leaders already in action. I want to encourage you to stay with it. Stay with it, stay focused. You have all within you to make it happen. So well done to you for making the decision and the choice to stay with the I Am a Girl program, and best of luck with this, okay?
Thank you.
The workshop happens on Friday the 6th of March, 2026 indeed. And remember, parents, guardians, young girls, if you need to know more, just go to iamagirl.ngo. They'll give you all the details. Register as soon as possible, because the result from being there is going to be one with which you're going to be absolutely proud of yourself. And we encourage you to be a part of it. Mornin Barbados takes a break right here. We're coming back with more in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
As human beings, no matter our color, class, or creed, there is one language that we all speak. And that language is love. Because compassion requires no translation. There's no correct interpretation for the human spirit. We innately understand it without saying a single word. As human beings, we converse in community. We make sentences from shared meals and paragraphs from the past and the plates. We all know what a feast communicates. And that sweet taste of belonging. We savor it every morning, adjusting the margins of our memory because we all want to remember when last we gathered as one.
Oh, he just stoned them with love. He stoned them with Cupid. And so, stoned with Cupid, Akeem Chandler Prescott is with me. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Pearson. I'm glad to be here.
I am so glad you are here. Yeah. There you were in a foreign land with
very
foreign faces.
Yes, very much so.
But with a one message.
Yes.
What was that like?
So that was in the United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi. For those of you that don't know, Abu Dhabi is in the Middle East. It is 16 hours in the sky if you're lucky. I wasn't lucky, so I spent like 23 hours in the sky. Whoa. And I went to perform at the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity. So to distill that into English for those watching that also don't know what that is, this is one of the biggest awards for humanitarian efforts in the world. I believe it was started like back in 2019, like about 5-6 years ago, where the Pope and the Sheikh guy, who's like the royal guy for UAE, they came together and wanted to make sure that regardless of religion, regardless of borders, regardless of our skin color, people that are doing efforts, policy, institutions, or even programs that are advancing humanitarian efforts, they want to acknowledge these people. So fun enough, Barbados won it in 2025 for our Prime Minister's work on climate advocacy. And that was actually the seed that was planted that sent me over there, because she has an initiative called the Bridgetown Initiative, which for people watching at home that don't know what that is, it deals with climate change as well. I didn't know what it was. And I performed at an event related to that. And I didn't know this, but at the time, the people were watching, and they were like, we want him. We want him to do this poem for us. And it's a lesson in answering your phone when a no numbers call. Because I never know the area code. I see this low 16-digit number call me, and I asked them, they say, hey, we want you to, do this commission piece for this particular thing. Whoa. And I spent like 3 days Googling and end up over there, but it was a trip.
So tell me about the trip. You said 23 hours?
So it's 9 hours from Barbados to London, and then I was going to go from London to Dubai, which is another 9 hours. However, my Dubai flight got cancelled, so I got rerouted through Austria.
Whoa!
So when the woman told me, "Oh, you got to go through Vienna," I was like, "Immediately the sausages." I was so confused. So the thing about Austria that I didn't know: one, they speak German, and it's -1 degree Celsius. I'm not dressed for that.
Whoa!
So I have to go from London Heathrow to Austria. I get in, when I'm coming off the plane, the little connector between the plane, the draft hit me, and I was like, I guess is what the ice age feels like. The first indicator should be that everybody's in bubble coats.
Yes.
And there I am in my little sleeve shirt with a vest thinking, oh, I could be good. I was not good, person. I was not good. So we got to Austria. I had like 4-6 hours in the Austrian lounge before we take then. And to get to Austria was like 2 to 3 hours, right? And then we had to take a 6-hour flight from Austria into Dubai, and then a 2.5-hour drive from Dubai into Abu Dhabi. So I left Friday night and arrived Sunday morning.
Was there anywhere along that line you thought to yourself, what am I doing?
I was saying to myself, I was like, I like spoken word, but do I like it that bad? It was a journey to get there, but Abu Dhabi itself, beautiful. If anybody ever get the chance to go there, it is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. The people are actually so welcoming, and the food, person, oh my God.
It depends on what you eat. What did you eat?
I ate everything. I ate everything. So they do Lebanese food over there.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of hummus, fattoush, a lot of words I can't pronounce, but everything just tastes so good. And then it came the day for the performance, and they were like, oh, the president of the UAE is coming. I know those guys are royals.
Yes.
So when those guys say that's what it is, that's what it is. So there was this extreme moment. So we had 3 minutes of a poem written. The lady playing is called Elham. Elham is an amazing celloist. We rehearsed this music. We had 2 rehearsals. And then we were told, oh, the sheet guy said he's not sitting for that long, so the show has to be 30 minutes.
Whoa.
2-hour show. Cut down.
That's a 30 minutes.
So
what do you do?
So many people got cut. So then I had to relearn my poem. My 3-minute poem into 90 seconds within like a couple of hours. Elham had to relearn the sheet music. She's amazing because she relearned it and played it. So when we performed it there just now, we made eye contact and I was like, you got this? And she was like, I think so. And we just did what we had to do. And they were telling me, oh, these boys, guys, they don't clap.
Yes.
But afterwards, if you watch the video to the end, they actually clap. And I saw a guy sitting that looked like he was from the Vatican. I don't know, do we have a pope?
Yes, we do.
I don't know if the Pope is in that video, I'm not sure. But there's a guy that looked like the Pope. I remember making eye contact with him.
Yes.
And he actually did a clap. And I was like, oh, whoa, what the these people make a clap? But simply the feeling, the performance. But that was so nerve-wracking. But also just such an amazing experience. Because how many poets get to take their culture, their accent, their voice to place in Abu Dhabi and represent, Caribbeans in the global conversation about humanitarian efforts. So it was an amazing opportunity for Barbados, amazing opportunity for poets, and obviously amazing opportunity for me personally, even if my knees still cramp from the flight.
You said it was nerve-wracking, but you've done this before. I mean, you've done this several times in many spaces.
I have, but if you don't get those nerves, you're not alive, right? And the video doesn't do it justice, but like, the cello, I don't know what she was playing, but you could feel the vibration through the floor, right? So like I could feel the energy just emanating, and I think the space too is somewhat of a sacred space for them. They found this memorial because it's named after the sheik guy that passed away. So it's a very reverent space. Everyone there is it's very regal. So and these are not like you can't just walk in. This is like specially invited. So the president of Azerbaijan, Armenia, it's all world leaders. So as I'm walking around, you normally talk to people. You can't talk to these people, right? So it's very like presidential almost. And even though I've done it several times, it still rocks me every single time. And what was the theme of your message? Right. So we were speaking about collective efforts and how even though we come from different backgrounds, different cultures, we all speak the same language of compassion and the same language of love. So it was literally a very metaphorical piece about how we as human beings, there's certain habits, practices and rituals that's common to all of us. And you might think that we have a lot of differences and things set us apart, but people gonna be people no matter where you go in the world. And I wanted to speak to that effort, because if over there taught me anything, is that people is people. So yeah, they're speaking Arabic, they're 8 hours ahead, that's a whole other thing too. So when you're sleeping, I'm up moving around. Everything is different, the buildings are, you just keep forever looking up. But when you have a conversation with someone, it's the same human experience and interaction. And I wanted to capture that at the end of the day, regardless of this, regardless of borders, nationality or passports, we are people at the end of the day, and we still speak the same language of love, compassion and worry. We speak the same language of worry as well. And I think I captured that since they might give me a little clap.
In 90 seconds.
In 90 seconds, whenever they do an Instagram reel, 16 hours for Instagram reel basically. But it was really nice to take Barbados with me, because I didn't want to know the accent at all. And I glad they didn't ask me to. I came very much a Bajan with my Bajan message, and that community compassion is something that's uniquely Barbadian. We want to make sure we look out for one another, especially from your generation. The community spirit was very strong, and I wanted to capture that in the poem, because I feel like Bajans, there's a small island mentality that we talk about in a negative way, but there's also a small island mentality in a positive way, where we look out for one another, everybody knows one another, we're friendly, we make sure that the next person good. And I wanted to encapsulate that in the poetry and take it to a global stage, because I feel like the entire world could learn from Barbados and how we treat one another.
Understanding customs and norms in that land so that you don't offend. Yes. What was it that you had to do to prepare so that you don't offend?
Oh, I did a lot of Googling. Even the clothing. So they wear a lot of loose fitting clothing. So the suit, they made the suit for me.
Oh, really?
Which was a whole other thing too.
And I complimented on it before.
So when the guy was measuring me, even I was telling him, isn't it a bit loose? He was like, no, it's fine. And I then had to remember, oh yeah, they don't wear tight fitting clothing over here. They don't drink alcohol over there. They obviously don't really eat pork and stuff like that. They don't use abusive language as much. And the thing too that I was hyper aware of in the process of traveling there is that, like, you know, I just like a normal man here in Barbados, but when you left Barbados, locks and brown, the skin color and locks, a lot of people never saw it. So when I went through Austria, people were looking at me like who are you? Why are you here? Are you lost? He was giving me that look. And when I was in there too, like, people could tell that I was there for something. So like, even being sensitive to how people staring at me and not looking back at them like, what are you looking at? Even being aware of that was so important. Like, I was like, okay, no, I don't see a lot of you here, so just keep it together and greet people normally. But the people were friendly, and I don't think I offended anyone. And in Abu Dhabi, no one offended me either. It was a very nice, chill vibe. Very far place, but very nice.
Very far place, but very nice and very cold. Was it?
Not really.
Not cold. So their temperature is somewhat like ours?
Yes. So night drops down to like 18 degrees Celsius, and daytime gets about 27.
Oh.
But when they get hot, they get hot. So there was the Tuesday, because the performance happened on the Wednesday evening. On the Tuesday when we had rehearsal, the sun was like, I'm going to pay y'all a visit and show you what the desert sun is like. And it was brutal. I felt like I was in Barbados in the summer, but out there is so safe. You literally have young girls, 17, 18, jogging on the road at like 1 a.m.
Wow.
Like, people leave their cars on lock, and literally my driver, when he dropped me off, left the car on lock, and when I was talking to people, and it was a big like Ford truck, and he doesn't have to worry about anything being stolen. And I thought this was such a fitting place to do a poem on humanitarian efforts, because it's almost like a society where everyone recognizes that we're all people, and that we don't need to, steal from one another, rob one another, take advantage of one another. And as I was there, I was like, yeah, this is the perfect place to mount this performance, to mount this event. And I got shows of all the people that led to this moment. So this opportunity came through Future Barbados. So when the people came here from Desire Awards, and funny enough, the people named People, the company producing it called People, which is hilarious. So when the people came here, they wanted a poet to write the poem for the film that they were doing on the whole climate thing that our Prime Minister got. So initially I was supposed to write a climate change piece, but then when they heard me, they was like, oh no, we want you to do this for the opening. So I got a lot of calls from a lot of unknown numbers, from a lot of foreign area codes, and they asked me like, hey, would you be willing to perform this in Abu Dhabi? And my first response was, where is that?
How to get there?
How do I get there? And so I want to shout out Dina. Dina was my talent liaison. So on the way there, my bag got lost. So from London to Vienna, British Airways was then changed to Austrian Airlines, and the bag never made it to Austrian Airlines. Yeah. So I was without clothes in the desert for 3 days.
Yes.
So shout out to Dina from People. Dina made sure that I had clothes, had food, made sure the hotel sorted me well. I'm going to shout out all the people here on the ground from Future Barbados, from Green Rising and the UN, because that same Green Rising performance is actually I got to New York back in September. People saw me from that. So the key here is that you never know who's watching as well.
That's right.
So when you're doing something, make sure you do it to your best ability. People stare at you, don't give them a meme. But I want to shout out all the people that led to this opportunity and helped me through the process. It was a massive undertaking. I think it did Barbados proud.
I think so. I think we will always do Barbados proud, because we're so proud of you. But hold that thought, because I want to take a break.
No problem.
I will come right back with more with Akeem Chandler Prescott in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
And so in the heat of the desert of Abu Dhabi, Akeem Chandler Prescott blazed a trail for self and country. And so in the morning sun here in Barbados, he presents to us what he did then. Here's Akeem Chandler Prescott.
As human beings, no matter our color, class, or creed, there is one language that we all speak. And that language is love. Because compassion requires no translation. There's no correct interpretation for the human spirit. We innately understand it without saying a single word. As human beings, we converse in community. We make sentences from shared meals and paragraphs from the passing of plates. We all know what a feast communicates and that sweet taste to belonging. We savor it on a Sunday morning, adjusting the margins of our memory, because who don't want to remember when last we gathered as one people, as one kin, as one human family. You see, many hands can make light work when the day is heavy with worry. When the weight of uncertainty becomes too much for one to carry, we carry as a collective. We carry as brothers and sisters connected, not just by blood, but by purpose, by desire that is universal, knowing that victory is only fluent if spoken in the plural. So I speak for all when I say that survival has never been a solo performance, but a chorus of caring voices. As human beings, we are the sum of our choices, so let us choose a vocabulary of unity built on the heartbeat of our shared humanity.
Shake. yeah, that's really good. Thank you. Well, we don't applaud in Abu Dhabi, right? We just don't applaud, but well done. Very proud of you as always, Akeem.
Yes,
Question for you before you go,
Sure.
however. What makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian?
To effect change. You know, when you're coming back to Barbados, you're already so small, but the island is. And it's not hard to get this right. You could drive from one end to the other end.
Keep that there.
Right, sorry. You could drive from one end to the other end in 40 minutes. And it is very easy to get this right. And I guess it's also very easy to get it wrong. So I think we as Barbadians, we have to realize, like, no one is coming to save us. We got to sort this out. This island, if a big wave come, it wash away. So we need to make sure that we good. We need to create infrastructures, programs, initiatives that actually look out for all of us. Because realistically, as much as we like to say there's different Barbados, it down the road. The middle class, the upper class, the ghetto. You might think the ghetto far from you, but the ghetto down the road, you know. Like them people that you seeing in headlines that murdered and this and that, it might seem like it disconnected and far, but it down the road from you. So it's very important that we have a collective consciousness of how to move this country forward and recognize that we all in this together, and read your manifestos, see what aligns to you, but pick the one where you know we can have the best Barbados that we can have, because don't think it ain't gonna happen to you. It down the road. You
just wrote a poem. Just so. Thank you so much, Akeem.
No problem.
All the best always. Stoned with Cupid, Akeem Chandler Prescott, indeed making Barbados so very proud. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Morning Barbados takes a break here. We're coming back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say,
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's take a look at the news now. The Barbados government is now debt-free in relation to the Hilton Barbados Resort. That milestone was announced by Tourism Minister and candidate for St. Michael West Central, Ian Gooding Edgell, last night. Speaking at a meeting at Eagle Hall, he called the debt clearance a major achievement. Minister Ian Gooding Edgell said it highlights the government's disciplined fiscal management and its commitment to protecting key national assets.
The Barbados Hilton, the asset that we own, has given Barbados' best performance in terms of a destination, in terms of profitability and ongoing stuff, including revenue. And I say to you that I can stand before you tonight, right here in Eagle Hall, and tell you that the Hilton Hotel is debt-free with an asset value over $220 million.
Meanwhile, Friends of Democracy is raising the alarm over Barbados' debt ahead of Wednesday's general election. Party leader Karina Goodrich accused the Barbados Labour Party administration of placing the country in a risky financial position through continued borrowing. Speaking at a meeting at St. Philip's South, Ms. Goodrich said Barbados has exceeded its debt threshold and must look beyond tourism to generate revenue.
We cannot be continuously borrowing and then we don't even think about diversifying into manufacturing, technology, and agriculture, even high revenue ideas. Because that is what we need, all of the high revenue services that can bring money into the economy. I am telling you that we cannot just sit by and rely on tourism. And you know what the Barbados Labour Party always think is the answer? Borrowing or building big resources.
Democratic Labour Party candidate for St. Andrew, Ramon Goodman, is warning that too many jobs in Barbados are temporary. He says if the trend continues, it could fuel brain drain, with young people seeking opportunities elsewhere. He made the comments at a DLP meeting at Lamans St. Joseph last night.
Barbados has a serious issue with brain drain, a serious issue in which we need to address. Too many young people, they have to ply their trade overseas as there are too many temporary jobs in this country where you work 2 months on, 2 months off. Not good enough. Proper employment is needed so the young people, they don't have to ply the trade overseas. People, stand up, stand out.
Barbados is short by about 200 nurses across the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and the primary healthcare system. Prime Minister Motley made that disclosure at the recent reopening of the St. Thomas Outpatient Clinic at Rock Hall. She said government is working closely with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to close the gap. The Prime Minister acknowledged that Barbados has long been losing nurses to developed countries and said the country must train more healthcare workers than it requires.
Because it is clear that AI is not going to replace nursing. Nursing is about touching, it's about caring, it's about feeling, and that it is the one thing that AI cannot truly, even with the humanoids that they have, cannot really replace. And that it is a perfect career option for many of our citizens, female and male. And secondly, we need to be able to do more to prepare our students in school to recognize that this is a worthy and noble profession, and one that is likely to endure through the ages in spite of the technological revolution.
Well, some Masonic orders in Barbados have pledged financial support towards youth leadership development. They've donated funds to assist the hosting of a regional Key Club International Conference scheduled for April. Deanza Roberts has details.
3 Masonic bodies in Barbados have come together to donate $3,000 towards the Caribbean Atlantic District Key Club International Conference, which will be hosted in Barbados this April. The donation comes jointly from St. George Council of Royal and Select Masters number 279, Valley Council of Royal and Select Masters number 229, and the Mark District of the South and East Caribbean. Deputy District Grand Prefect Maurice Gaskin says, while there is a myth on Masonic bodies, they have and will continue to partner and support clubs or organizations with worthy projects and programs.
The purpose we're here this morning is to support the youth in hosting a regional conference which will be held here in Barbados in April, and the donation from these 3 orders we believe will go a long way in meeting the success of this conference. We have partnered with the Kiwanis, arm of the Kiwanis, during the last 2 years, I believe, and this is the first time that we're actually going a bit further but more to the youth side of their organization.
District Secretary Treasurer of the Caribbean Atlantic District, Mahalie Blackman, says the conference will focus on youth development.
Over April 10th to 12th, our district will be holding a district convention. This district convention will consist of 150 members across the Southern and Eastern Caribbean, so countries like Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Guyana, St. Martin. They will all be coming together to host a conference. So this convention will help combat the negative press that we are getting through a collective effort to train our region's youth with a focus on service leadership, advocacy, and professional development.
Delegates will participate in leadership workshops and hear from local and regional speakers, including representatives from UNICEF, the Barbados Workers Union, and youth development organizations. The conference will also include elections for new district leadership and preparation for the International Key Club Convention later this year, which will be held in Dallas, Texas. Deanza Roberts, CBC News.
Let's look at sports now. A new chapter for beach volleyball in Barbados has started with the official opening of a state-of-the-art facility at Wilde. Anne-Marie Burke has the details.
Barbados can now proudly boast of having a purpose-built beach volleyball facility, officially opened by Minister of Sport, the Honourable Charles Griffith. Located at the Wilde Gymnasium, the facility built entirely by local companies and though a few miles removed from the island's natural marine setting, represents a long-anticipated project that has been years in the making. Director of Sport at the National Sports Council, Neil Murrell, highlighted the facility's features and dimensions, emphasizing its role in advancing the sport and its multifunctional use.
We have a facility here costing just about 460,000 Barbados dollars in total. The facility itself is 60 feet by 110 feet in the whole plain area. The plain area 60 feet by 110 feet. And of course, we now have solved the problem with extended play because we have lights and we have other facilities because the facilities can also be used at some point in time by, I believe, beach football and wrestling at some point in time.
Second Vice President of the Barbados Volleyball Association, Roxanne Fort, says the facility symbolizes opportunity, growth and unity within the volleyball fraternity. She describes its journey from vision to reality as especially fulfilling and expressed gratitude to the Barbados Beach Volleyball Commission, which operates under the BVA, for driving the project forward.
None of these strides would have been possible without leadership from Paul White, who started this journey many years ago, to Anicia Wood and Mark Lewis, who have continued to lead the Beach Volleyball Commission with dedication and vision. Thanks to their efforts, this new sand court is a huge landmark for the sports development in Barbados. This facility gives us a home, one of many I hope we will soon have, Mr. Minister. A place where our athletes can train longer, build stronger habits, and reach higher levels of performance. For too long, we have been limited by daylight and shared beach access. Now with lighting and dedicated space, we can train from beyond sundown and invest more in skill, strength, and teamwork.
With the facilities now in place, Minister of Sport Charles Griffith is challenging the association to double down on talent development and coaching excellence.
I believe that in order to grow the sports, we have the facility and we must engage a number of youngsters now to be involved in the process. But we can only move to that level if there's serious talent identification where the coaches and those who are familiar with the sport are able to identify. I know two young ladies were singled out by Miss Fort and not Miss London, who we need to harness those skills and work with them in a dedicated way to ensure that we can go as far as the Olympics.
With the courts now open, the service firmly in Barbados' court to turn infrastructure into impact and build the next generation of beach volleyball stars.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. That's a look at news and sports until now. We'll have more news and sports right here on TV8 coming up at 12 noon. Today is the day before polling day, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow is General Elections Day in Barbados. And so Barbados decides General Elections 2026. CBC will bring comprehensive coverage all day long. The CBC News, we have our reporters fanned all across the constituencies, and so we'll be reporting and updating you all day long tomorrow. So stay with the CBC for Barbados Decides the General Election 2026. We'll take a break here. We're coming back with more in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our life.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I haven't written in here since I met Nico. I guess I was too caught up, too busy feeling everything for him to stop and reflect. Now everything feels heavy again.
You want to say, girl? That's right.
Oh, the drama. The drama. That's a local production by Spotlight Productions. And boy, a lot of things can get lost or found in the haze. It's a true Bajan love story, I think. And so we're joined this morning by the people behind it, but the people also in front of it. Of course, everybody knows Atiba Seeley Thompson. Who doesn't know, doesn't know. And so, Atiba, good to see you again, my friend.
Great to see you, great to see you. Yes,
as always, and I know you're so talented in so many different ways, and it's wonderful to have your company. But you brought along this young man, Tyrese Phillips.
Yeah, I dragged him out the house.
Yeah, dragged him out and brought him along. Yeah. Tyrese, good morning to you as well.
Good morning, Pearson.
You are the I do everything kind of guy, right?
Yes, please, for sure.
So tell us your role on this.
Okay, I am the writer, the director, but today I'm the producer. I didn't write it myself. I had a lot of help, but officially writer, director, producer.
Concept, Haze.
Yes.
Why Haze, and what is Haze about?
Haze is, of course, a Barbadian original film made on a $0 budget, by the way. It follows the life of Harmony Benson, a teenage girl. She's in school, and we just see that a point in her life where she meets Nico, played by Atiba. A lot of challenges comes up, you know. Sides, she got picked sides, I guess. Without telling too much.
Yes.
That's in a nutshell.
So Nico?
Yes.
Nico is a teenager as well? This is teenage love, or what is it?
Nico's a low order.
Okay. Yes. I get where you're going here now.
You know, we have to comment on the Bajan stereotypes a little bit.
Got you now.
You see the older guy, a young schoolgirl see her and say, wait, that girl looks sweet, boy. So we commented on a lot of Bajan themes and tried to both lean into the stereotype and also break them in some ways.
Yeah.
But I think it's really interesting, and I think we try to create a story that Bajans can watch and say, I know that girl, I know that boy, that's my friend from down the road.
Or it could be me.
Could be me and myself, exactly. So I think it was something that we wanted people to relate to and be able to really feel.
So when the haze lifts is when we truly reveal ourselves, our true self.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. But you know, putting together a script and a story, and to be able to craft it in such a way that you don't get it at the beginning, but it takes you on the journey.
Yes.
That's a skill out of this world.
Yeah.
How do you all do that?
I think we
It was a lot. It was a long
you,
process
it's a
from concept, because it really started as a conversation.
Yeah, for real. Me and my friend, we were just home, and we were like, you know what? Let me have some fun. We were bored. Let's go back and forth, making a story until it was actual good story.
Yes.
So I got a whole bunch of other actors, Atiba included, and we did read-throughs, like.
We would do proofreading. We would meet together on like Google Meet or Zoom Meet to read it. I'd say, Tyrese, this sounds like junk. Because sometimes, honestly, it's difficult, especially in Barbados, to not sound too cliche. But you don't want a scene that's supposed to be lovey-dovey, and you're like, sweet girl. So there are some points we had to be like, Tyrese, in 2026, we got changed. So it was a really community effort, I think, in writing. So it wasn't one person by himself. So I think that's why it became easier as we went along. But it was definitely a long process.
Teenage love. This is just so beautiful. And so I'm seeing two young faces in front of me. Is this something that involves young people only, or do you have other more mature actors who are part of it?
No, we do for sure have mature actors.
Because there must be a daddy and mummy somewhere.
Yes, there is a lovely mummy, Nikita Thomas. And not only is there older people in the film, but who supported us as well. So thank you to them as well.
But here it is now, you're filmmakers. You're not just actors and people who might have written a script or something like that. You are now a film. Is this your first film?
My first full feature film.
Full feature film. Yes. What's the difference between a full feature film and a regular film?
I mean, a regular one could be like a short film.
A short film. We produced short films before that are like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. This is a whole hour. So it's really been fleshed out. And so we took our time with it to really get the details and break it down. So it's not just, I watched it and it was like a good little 20-minute thing. It's like you want to really take your time and be in the experience.
So how long did it take, really, given time, to get this all together?
We did his in April. We started in April.
Last year?
Yes. So literally from April.
Well, that was when we started, when we produced it. That was when we started filming.
Yeah.
But we had some time. Well, before then we were doing casting and stuff.
Right.
So it
was really, it would have been June, July 2020.
Around there, yes.
2024.
Four.
Okay, so it's about all shy of 2 years. Just shy of 2 years to get this all together.
All of it together,
Yes, please.
All the elements together.
Yeah.
And you're doing on your shoestring.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful whole thing. And it is fantastic you're doing this. How many actors are part of this production?
There are about 17 actors in all, and 22 crew members.
Yeah. And some of the crew members, as we know in Barbados, we are so talented that some of the crew members actually came in front of the camera at some point. So we have some crew members doubling as actors and playing roles.
Actors doubling as crew members.
Yes. So both, I think it was really leaning into that community effort and seeing what can we do based on just the passion alone.
Buying into a vision, though, because we, like you said, we could have been you could have just knocked it around. We do a little short piece, we laugh, it's online, go boys, move on. But the passion brings you together. How was easy or difficult was it to pull all of these numbers of people to work with you on this project and to take you seriously?
Not easy at all. Finding a crew. I mean, my actors, that was quite easy because we all connected. So that was the easiest thing. What was hard for me was actually finding a crew to record, to help, assistance, so on. But we did. And very thankful for that.
Because taking it seriously sometimes is part of our problem. It's what holds us back a lot. Some things are not for fun, just for fun. It's for really getting it done. And so I know you're going to be screening this really soon. When and where?
At the Olympus on the 14th. That would be the premiere itself.
This Saturday?
Yes,
this
please.
Saturday. This Saturday, the premiere.
This Saturday. And then we'll have a general screening on the 15th.
The day after?
Yes, please. All starting at 7.
So this Saturday, folks, Olympus Theatre, you look at your screen, you'll see the red carpet premiere. Yo, I'm going to move it so fast. Come back off the screen, I can't read it anymore. But it's there it is, your red carpet premiere. It's $35 all it's going to cost you. It starts at 6:30. It's at Olympus Theatre, and we want all of you to, is it a rating? Let's put it that way.
Yes, please.
So what's the rating?
13 plus.
13, okay.
PG-13, yes.
All right, good. So my godchildren can come. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
and so a lot of it is dwelling in the local language, or in other words, a little bit of curse words.
A little bit. We tried to lean into using some of the Bajan dialect without being too vulgar, because a lot of Bajans we find that as much as we talk about how Bajans just curse out people real bad and the worst cuss they get is a Bajan cuss out, there's a way to do it. A lot of people could do it eloquently and they could still get real vexed and do somebody bad, but using the vulgar language. So we try to be as inclusive as possible.
Yeah, for sure. The church folks can come.
Yeah,
that the church folks can come on Sunday.
On Sunday. After church, there you go.
Yeah.
Straight.
You just did something that reminded me so much of your grandfather.
Tony, yeah, it happens.
You hear that a lot?
Yeah, I hear that.
You were just the living embodiment of your grandfather, Tony Thompson. Tony, good morning, my brother. Good morning. Good to have you as always. Anthony is what I would always call him.
Yes.
You know, and that's it. How much of playing the part of Nico was you, and how much did you have to adapt to being Nico?
I think let me take you back to the audition process, because I think I auditioned for 2 characters, and I auditioned for Isaiah, who is kind of the polar opposite of Nico, and I think I am closer to. He's more the nerdy type, a little shy. He approaches this girl, and he's more like reserved, closed off. He's from a more probably middle class family.
Yeah,
definitely. He's not the block boy that Nico is. Leaning into Nico, I had to draw a lot on my experiences going to school in like the Ivy and growing up and watching people. Though I'm not that person myself, I had to see that, and I actually spent some time. I left my house and took a walk to places that I've never been before, and just through town in neighborhoods I probably shouldn't be in. And I felt a little time I had to watch myself, but I was like, how would Nico walk through this street?
Yes.
As if he owned it. So I think one of the things I had to lean into was the truth of it, because I didn't want to come off as this block boy that got his pants sagging and, my man, I want this money, no! Because you don't want to come off and people will say, ugh, this stereotype again. So I thought, I tried to kind of find the balance of what if I was in this situation, what if I had this unfortunate placement in my class and my income and my livelihood where this is my only option. How would I be this block boy, as you would say? And I think I was able to find a median where I was not too much of the typical block boy, but also myself, so that I could find the emotion of it and really experience it.
How do you, filming doesn't happen on one day, the days of filming. How do you stay true to the character? Because you have to remember, this is how I was last time when we were filming. And though there might have been many days before we filmed again, this is how I have to be and be consistent. How do you work that?
I think for me, the process of acting for film and remembering the character is a lot of practice and consistency. I would read the lines over and over, and read the script over, and practice with my scene partners, especially the intimate ones, and make it until it felt natural. And once it feels natural, you make sure it sticks. And then you can just reproduce and reproduce and reproduce, so that it doesn't feel like I'm searching when I'm in front of the camera. When it's time to film, I've already found it. Because you don't want to be, maybe, can we try that again? There were times where we said, let's try it one more time.
We did.
But overall, I think one of the most beautiful things in acting, for film especially, is trying to just do it and leave everything out on the stage or out in front of the camera, because sometimes, especially with a schedule, there's no do-overs. So you got to do it right, feel it, be in the moment, and just let it happen.
That's Atiba Seeley Thompson, who is already a star. There's so much more still to come from him. He's Nico. He's a part of the group, the production known as Haze, which premieres this Saturday at Olympus Theatres beginning at 6:30. Tickets are just $35, but you are going to be seated in a space and in a moment for a local film, folks, a local film. This is a featured little thing, this is a short film. This is a true production done by this young man, Tyrese Phillips, and his team indeed. And so I wish you well. I really, truly wish you well.
Thank you.
I thank you for this, and I thank you for making this old Bajan boy so proud of you. So very proud of you indeed. But I want to meet some more of your actors.
Of course.
That we shall do right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a beautiful Bajan love story captured in Haze. Haze premieres at the Olympus Theatres this Saturday, Valentine's Day, 6:30 p.m. $35 allows you in. It's rated 13 and older, and then it will be screened on the following day. But your showing up shows your support of, because in showing full support of, we want to demand that it's shown over and over and over until it becomes truly the blockbuster that I think it is intended to be. And so joining Atiba is Tamika Bryn. Tamika Bryn also plays a part in the film Haze. And so Tamika, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Pearson. Thank you for having me.
How magnificent is this moment for you?
This is absolutely wonderful. It's been a very exhilarating process, and I'm truly excited seeing it from concept to finishing product. It has been an amazing process.
So you were part of the conceptualization
yes,
as well?
Please. Yes,
and
please.
those chaotic moments?
Yeah, yes. Everything in between.
Yeah, and so literally in a matter of a couple of years, the baby's born.
Yes.
And so here we are to see all of this. What's your character?
Well, I play the character by the name of Chelsea, which is the main character's Harmony's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So Harmony, which is Nico's love interest, I'm her best friend. We go to school together. We're basically two peas in a pod. When you see Chelsea, you see Harmony. When you see Harmony, you see Chelsea.
So you have all the secrets.
Yeah.
You hold all the bones. Yeah. Look at that look. So Nico, she's a
yeah. She in the Haze. Well, you'll find out. But you know, she's kind of on Harmony's side and really looking out for what's best for her. So you see how she has a little influence on our relationship, and we see how that plays out in the film.
Yes.
There's something feisty about the character you play, isn't there?
About her in general.
Her in general. I saw that just now, indeed. So you're the perfect character to play that role.
Yes.
How was it for you, though, while on set, and you guys are just shooting and going, so that you don't giggle and laugh all your way through, but stay in character? How was that for you?
Truthfully, it was an interesting process, I might say. I'm very close with Atiba and Maya Sobers, who plays Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's Maya Sobers, the singer?
Yes, please.
Yes,
the one is same from St. Lucie.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes,
okay.
yes. So it was a very interesting process. of us not being ourselves, but being these characters and still having that close bond. So making sure we distinguish the fine lines between it not being Tamika, but being Chelsea, but also still having that tight-knit bond that we're able to laugh at each other and still find moments that can reflect ourselves in a way. So it was very interesting.
How easy is it to be angry with someone you know so well?
It's very hard because as much as Tamika would be like, okay, you know what, I forgive you, it's okay.
Yeah.
Chelsea's like, no, I'm mad at you and I want to stay mad at you. So it's just like, okay, I'm not Tamika right now, so I need to find ways to really
to channel the Chelsea,
channel
real
that.
true Chelsea.
Yeah.
So this is really a story that brings all of those emotions to the surface. It is not just simply, oh, I love you, let's hold hands and walk down the road together, we'll sing happy songs alone. But you walk through so many myriads of challenges and experiences as young lovers. And so I think this is what's going to rivet a lot of people to come see. It's called Haze, H-A-Z-E, at the Olympus Theatres this Saturday. I keep forgetting what the day is called, Valentine's Day. And you really must show up. And it's not necessarily for people as relationship-wise. You just want to come see a Bajan love story.
Yes.
Yeah, a true Bajan love story. Yes. What's your trajectory for your career, Tamika? What do you think?
For me personally?
Your career.
Okay, yes. Well, I have been performing for as long as I can remember. I joined Operation Triple Threat at the age of 9.
I remember
and
you.
I've been singing, dancing, acting from as long as I can remember. It's truly a deep passion within me. So right now I'm still dancing, I'm still performing, taking out every opportunity, doing films because I just have this deep passion for performing. So whatever opportunity I can get, I love it, and eventually I would like to take my studies beyond that and do a school overseas.
I'm so excited about what OTT has been able to raise. Look at you. Look at both of you. From little to you, who you are now. I'm not saying you're old, but you're older. And so you continue. The spirit is within you still. Something was done right, and something continues to be done right and well with both of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how many actors? There are 19 or so actors?
17, I would say.
17. So it's a large cast.
It's a large cast,
But a large cast of hugely talented people who lean on each other, absorb from each other, those kinds of things. So I know you're going to do very, very well. This is going to be brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Haze. It's at the Olympus Theatres this Saturday on Valentine's Day at 6:30. It premieres. And then by your attendance, you're demanding that Olympus shows it again and again and again. You have to give full support to this one indeed. So I encourage all of you to go early, seat yourself in the theater, and enjoy Haze from a local production perspective. These are all young people, and they've come together to create something magnificent for you. It's a Barbadian film. I have a question before both of you go, though.
Okay.
You ready for this? I hope so.
Of course.
Atiba.
Yes.
What makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian?
I think, well, it's been said before, but I think feeling as if I have the influence or the voice that can change and give power to Barbados. And that empowers me as a Barbadian, and it also makes me feel as though I'm seen, I'm heard, and that I'm not just a number. Because though it is a number, but it makes me feel as though, because it could eventually come down to one person. So it makes me feel as if I am part of the communal decision. And I think it's really good to go out and really voice that opinion.
Is that a message to young people like yourself?
Yes, I think young people should definitely go out and really, it's not great to be neutral, because then it's still going to be affected regardless of if you go this way or the other way. So it's good to make up your mind and say, I want this person and I want this person. I want to try my best to get what I can do, because at the end of the day, we're all Barbadian and we all will be under the government. So we should choose who we want.
That's right. Tamika, what about you?
Similarly to Atiba said, it really gives me comfort knowing that I have a say and that I have the power of choice as well. It makes me feel not only safe but comfortable knowing that my opinion matters. Even at the end of the day, it's not up to my mom or my grandmother following in their footsteps, but really advocating for who I feel has the power to change. And as we said, we are young people, we are the future of Barbados, so I think it's very important for us to exercise that right and make a choice and feel confident.
The polls open at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. don't oversleep.
Well, we were up early this morning. What's tomorrow? Another one.
There you go. Just another morning,
Just another
indeed.
morning.
So the earlier you get up and get going, the better it is for you and for everyone as well. But thank you both.
Of course.
I
Thank
wish
you
you
so much.
well in everything you set yourselves to do, because I know you have it within you to do it, to be successful. The film, again, is called Haze, ladies and gentlemen. It is premiering at the Olympus Theatres. I'll keep saying it till Thy Kingdom Come. 6:30 this Saturday. $35 gets you in. It's rated 13 and over, and then it continues thereafter. But it depends on your demand for it as well. We really want this to be a standout production by Spotlight Productions. They shed the light on this Bajan love story, so don't miss it. Olympus Theatres this Saturday, 6:30, $35. Again, thanks to the production crew. Morning Barbados breaks right here. We're coming back with more in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
18 to the hour now. Don't forget, the question of the day is, what makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian? Because tomorrow is polling day. Is it either of these, our democratic history or freedom of choice, honoring those before us, having a voice in change, setting an example for young people? Or is it something else? What makes you most proud to vote as a Barbadian? Continue to drop your comments in our comment section on Facebook and YouTube as well. But polling starts tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. What's most important is to have your ID card. Have your ID card, and you walk right in, and you place your X, and you come right out. But Barbados Decides, our team will be everywhere tomorrow. We will be bringing you all of the action of General Elections Day in Barbados, and of course, later in the evening with the analysis and every result on all of the platforms of the CBC, on TV8, 98.1 The One, 94.7 FM, 100.7 FM, and our social media platforms. So wherever you are in the world, don't miss it. Watch our coverage. You can watch it on YouTube, you can watch it on our website, cbc.bb, and you will see as it unfolds, as the night unfolds, and then you will know who forms the next government in Barbados. So that's happening tomorrow, right here with the CBC. All right, let's reach across the waters now and connect with an alumna of the Coleridge and Parry School. After all, this is Amalgamation Week. Keisha Esprit, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Pearson Bowen and Barbados. How are you all doing today?
We all right. How is your tie? Where is your tie? Where is your school tie?
I don't have it with me. I apologize.
After all you said to me, you are sitting there to tell me you apologize. That's all right. You're forgiven. And so, a Bajan afar, there you are, all over the world, doing well what you do. You are one of our star athletes. Everybody knows this now. Keisha Esprit, and you know Keisha Esprit was one of our brilliant track athletes, represented Barbados so very well. But you look back and you think to yourself, boy, with general elections, there's so much that as an individual one can do. Talk to me about why you think is so important about people getting out to vote.
It is important that people get out and vote because it makes a big difference. My focus really was to focus on the youth, the young people, and why it's so imperative at this time that they vote, because their voice means a lot. And when you look at the history of Barbados, in the early 1600s, 1700s, we did not have those opportunity. During that era, there was the House of Assembly, which was formed, and only the wealthy or whites could do that. Throughout the centuries, things gradually changed, where you had the privilege to vote. Around 1951, there was the transformation of political landscape which occurred, and this allowed the young adults, which were between 21 years and older, to vote. And going on from there, we have the reformers around 1930s till the 1950s, where more opportunities came. So I encourage all the young people in Barbados to get up and vote. The old saying, get up and get up and vote, because your voice is powerful. And without the youth, there's no future. So instead of just complaining like some people do, or they may just speak about it, you have to show that you are serious by going out and placing your vote. The voice is, yes, you need that.
Absolutely right. And in 1960, we're marking 75 years of enfranchisement to be able to vote. And when that happened, it was at the age of 21 and older. But since then, we've revised it, Barbados, to 18 years and older. And so I remember, do you remember the first time you had the opportunity to vote? Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. You feel really good and you feel empowered, and it's great looking at our ancestors and what they went through. Some places in the world, even in America, is only less than 60 years ago. It was the civil rights movement, and people were shot and beaten for certain things they weren't allowed to do. So the youth, you all are so blessed and fortunate. You all don't know how much freedom at this time. So exercise your freedom to go to the polls and make your X. Make sure you put that X in the middle and don't make it touch the lines.
One of the things I also want young people to realize, this is not a joke. While you have the opportunity, it's not a joke. It's not a case that, we go on to the party, we cross the S and we going back home and we can sit in. This is not a joke. You still need to take very seriously what your future would be like and what you want that future to look like, and then align yourself with a document, a policy position that guides you to it. And so now in these next few hours, take your time, young people, and understand, have conversation and understand what it is that is now required to take Barbados into the next 5 years or so, and who or what will take us to be able to do so. And so take some time to think. While I was excited myself, Keisha, at 18 to be able to walk into a box and cross my X, I was so excited. I determined right there and then, I am missing none. Because you became involved in the conversation around the general elections and all the talks and the ideas and everything else, and then you proudly walk in. I'm sure you remember all of those moments as well. And so we want our young people today to stop for just a moment and think quite seriously on how important it is to get out there tomorrow morning, early o'clock, and begin your journey towards enfranchisement of self. And so,
yes,
go ahead, you were saying.
And yes, the decisions impact your life directly. This is for the young people. You are young, so they're many years ahead, as opposed to those who may be in their 70s or 80s. So you have to look at your jobs, rents, health, your health, student loans, cost of living, climate change. There's so many things, education, sports transformation. So you requiring these things or asking them for these things, you should put it on it, just vote. And I cannot really say negative or positive at this time, but just look at the rest of the world and you can see, I would say you all are quite fortunate. You want athletes are complaining about facilities. Those things are occurring. So you want to do what is needed, because if the powers that be see that the youth are making a statement by putting their vote, you become more of a priority for them.
Staying away from the
That's
process.
how they take you seriously.
Yeah, staying away from the process is not the best option. That's not how you find your solution. And that's why you're saying get involved in creating the space for the solution. And while you, as a young person, might not be the one who is in Parliament to make those decisions, your engagement in the process and deciding who goes into Parliament helps you to achieve that particular thing that you're looking for. And so staying home is not an option, young people. It truly is not an option. Keisha, because of her decisions to be able to make a life choice and decision and to follow her career and to in giving back in the ways that she does, she now knows as well. And so listen to what Keisha is saying. You have now an opportunity. There's so many other people like yourself at your age who do not have that opportunity in spaces across this world because decisions are made for them. You have a chance to make a decision for self and for country as well. Don't let anything or anyone take that decision, that opportunity to make that decision away from you. And I know that's the message that you really want for young people to take away today.
Yes, and I want them to know that despite they're young, next 10 years, 20 years, it goes so quickly. You have to look at jobs, retirement plans. There are many things that you don't think of, but the time goes quickly. So if having the correct people, or should I say leaders, they can propel the country in the correct path. So I would say use discernment or discretion, but you look at the options and you select who you think is best for you. You know, y'all are intelligent young people, have a high literacy rate, so you make that decision, but you need to go out there and exercise your constitutional right that our ancestors fought very hard for. That's why you will see our grandparents, they were serious about making that vote every few years because they know what the history was with their grandparents and they didn't have those opportunities. Indeed. So young people, please take, this advice seriously.
Indeed. Listen to all of the counter arguments. There are many, many arguments for or against. And so it is wise, I think, young people, to hear all of the points of view, and then you inform yourself going forward. To just listen to one idea alone, and one idea alone does not broaden your imagination about what's possible indeed. So listen to all of what everyone is saying, and then you can make a decision. You wanted to say something, Keisha?
Yes, personally, I want to say this is quite personal. This is a friend of mine. He ran track for NCAA Division I like myself. He's quite older than I am. And it really hurts me to this day. He grew up in a very unfortunate situation, but he worked for Oregon, should I say Nike. And when I was in college during my master's, he would keep in touch with me. I never even met him in person. But I used to look out for the Africans while I was in school. And he would tell me, look out for the boys for me. Look out for them. Because they know how hard things were for them in Africa. Now he went back to his country to be a politician. And it just hurts me to see how he's tried to create GoFundMe just to raise HOE, hoes, which is for the equipment, just for farming. Mm-hmm. So I just want the youth to see what they have as opposed to some places. They don't even have a basic hoe to do agriculture. So when you look around you, you see all the opportunities you have. I would advise you to use your wisdom and, go out there and vote, because many people wish if they had free education, free healthcare. I lived through that. Barbados is a wonderful place to be raised. I was raised in that environment and I wouldn't exchange it for anything. I had a very great childhood and life there, and I'm just amazed of how our system works. And you look at the entire world, and my father and them, they're Dominicans, but you will see some places education, because they don't have enough of certain things, they would only go to school half day. Whereas I have friends from other countries, the Caribbean, that would tell me, Keisha, they've never seen a school system that works like ours, where we have everything works consistently throughout the day, like a university. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. So I would like the young people to those who may complain, look and be appreciative of what we have, because we have an exceptional foundation, and we have amazing leaders.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what side. We are very, I would say, intellectual people, Barbadians. So take knowledge of that and make it, go over there and go out there and place your ads.
Create the future you're looking for, and you have a chance to do so tomorrow, to start to do so tomorrow. So to all of you first-time voters, get excited, get ready for tomorrow. Wake up bright and early, get into the polls that open at 6 o'clock, and the polls will close at 6 p.m. But within that 12-hour period, you have a chance to go and place your X and make the future that you're looking for. Keisha, I want to ask you a question before we go because time is ticking away. Our question of the day is, what makes you, Keisha, most proud to vote as a Barbadian? Is it any of the things you see on your screen, or is there something else?
I would say that's a difficult question for me. I actually was in politics from birth, so it's hard. Politics is like a passion to me.
Yes.
It's like fresh air breathing to me.
Okay.
I would say politics, just the right to express myself, because I'm a very expressive person. I'm a free spirit. I'm very innovative, and I won't say debates, but I like the fact that I have that right to go out there and
have an opinion,
or should I say, make that choice.
Yes, yes. All right, that's fair. Thank you so very much for joining us indeed, Keisha. As always, it's good to have you, and happy Alumni Week, happy Amalgamation Week to you as well. All right?
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. Keisha Reefer Esprit from the Coleridge and Parry School with words of encouragement to our young people today to let's not squander the opportunity. Let's not even think about staying home. Get up tomorrow and exercise your vote. You have a franchise given to you by your forefathers who fought, literally fought for it. And so if you don't use it, you can lose it. We'll take a break right here. We'll come right back.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
As you don't know, members of House of Soca are in Trinidad and Tobago today, soaking up still. And we told you yesterday Mr. Showman was going to be a guest performer at the Junior Monarch Finals. Well, we will have a little bit of that performance for you.
It's your boy, the Showman. If you're ready for Vicey, yeah, or who ready for Vicey, yeah. So get out the seat and up on your feet and put something in the air. 'Cause when I want you with your hands for me. Show me your energy. When Showman I want you with your hands for me. Show me your energy. Right now we not sit down thing. A whole set of vibes I bring. Get something to start with. Action from the time I land, so you better understand. When I tell you raise your hand, just pump it up, and show them how we bet and how we party. Let me show them how we show love and unity. So every man, every woman, every girl and boy, pop over time is here to enjoy. So get up your seat, up on your feet, jump up and sound your voice. 'Cause when I reach, I want you with your hands for me. Show me your energy. When Showman
That's the House of Soca, the next generation, Mr. Showman, as he performed in Trinidad and Tobago yesterday, boy. What a performance indeed. And so that's it for today, everybody. My little crew joins me saying to all of you, have a great today. Tomorrow's election day. We look forward to your continued staying with us at the CBC, all of our media platforms, as we bring you Barbados Decides 2026, the general election. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning, Barbados.